Hello. Wanted to give everyone a sneak peek here, or I should say a little more information on the new BFRC shock as it comes on the 2018 RMZ450. So it's been a pretty popular post, kind of hitting the major bullet points, some of the questions that have come up. So yes, there's no valving on the main piston. The piston is basically solid. So it is generating a 42 millimeter piston that's literally pushing fluid in the compression direction. It's pushing. So fluid path is up through the center, in through the compression adjuster unit, and the compression side, okay, is going to be this one. And then in the rebound direction, basically the pressure is coming down underneath the piston and exiting those communication holes, going through the dual wall into this side of the piston. So it'll be on that far side right there. So anyway, here's the official specs. Some interesting things about balance free. What's going on with balance free is essentially there is no opportunity to cavitate. The piston is always pushing or pulling fluid, so it's in some ways it's kind of a more intuitive shock. But because it does not have this potential to cavitate, it allows for essentially a more consistent action. So very, very interesting. The Öhlins, motocross version or off-road version, there's a differential, or what you might call a dump potential on the main piston. So there's essentially a compression and rebound stack there as well. The Showa design's a little bit smaller. So again, it's a 42 millimeter piston. One of the things that came up just in terms of discussions on there is, does this thing need a vacuum pump? Well, I think all shocks really need a vacuum pump for consistency. And I don't really honestly like vacuum pumps for bladders. And in this case, this shock should be relatively easy to build and to purge or make consistent or air-free. So it's going to be a really simple shock to work on out in the field for testing. So kind of looking at some of the parts here, one of the things too that people kind of have asked is, what's going to happen? Is this compression valve, if you will, and going to be able to support the fluid flow or ultimately the pressure? And the simple answer is yeah, absolutely. Look at this stack. Okay, the rebound side's 34, compression side's 34. Okay, so we've got basically valving mechanisms that have huge potential area. Okay, so that's no different than a main shock when you factor in that piston right there is 42. So this thing, shouldn't be harsh. Not to say that I know that. I haven't ridden it yet. Ironically, our bike just came in today. This suspension came courtesy of Showa, so we were happy to get a sneak peek. But we're actually going to have our own test bike tomorrow. So. Yeah, we'll be posting updates on that. So, but in the end, I don't see anything here that's going to be a limiting factor or an issue in terms of valve area, volume, mass flow, whatever kind of terminology you want to use. I think this is a really solid design. Whether it works or not is to be determined. So, all the initial reports, at least that I've heard in the various sources and magazines and media outlets and so on that have been riding this bike, say it's quite good. And obviously Showa has been using this on the works bikes for a while. So that's that. We'll continue to post more information as we learn about it. I'll have additional features highlighted with I don't know if I'll do another movie or not, but definitely be showing some breakdowns, asking the questions. Do we see any potential here? Yeah, absolutely. The engineer in me is already kind of running wild with this. So I'm really excited to ride it as it is, and then see what can be done. Thank you very much.